Chick Nigga in the City, No Cap Rap News. Back again. This time we got my boy Chigs Smooth, man. Shout out Chigs Smooth. Go subscribe to his channel if y'all hadn't already. Then subscribe to this one. Joe Budden bans Drake from the Joe Budden podcast after dissing Rob Markman and HipHop media. That's what the story is. We finna react to it. Let's do the transition and go, fam.
Smooth. Hey, Chick Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Oh boy, here we go, you guys. Drizzy Drake. You see what happens when you attack a hip-hop journalist unprovoked? Somebody that minds their business, you went out of your way to go call him a goof. For
facts. Yeah, this didn't have shit to do with Drake or Markman, Rob Markman, but your boy Champagne pops in, throws his little slick jab, gets knocked down real quick and easy from Rob Markman. Jesus Christ.
What? Was it worth it? Now, luckily for Drake, Rob actually spared him. He responded back on his channel to Drake and said, bro, I have no issues with you. All I do is critique music. I tell people what I like, what I don't like, and I'm positive over here. You're not gonna get me to crash out, buddy. And let's be honest here, Drake. If I joke back and call you a name, you might sue me. Now, all this also happens after Drake announced he was doing another interview podcast with Bobby Altoff. Drake caught a lot of heat, backlash, and outrage from a lot of people saying, bro, what makes you think that we want to sit through another interview with you and Bobby? You can't.
Right, because all they're going to be doing is giving lovey-dovey eyes and, you know what I mean, and that dry humor. I don't know. I don't want to see it, though.
Keep going to these platforms to avoid having to answer questions about the beef and the battle with Kendrick. Even DJ Akademiks told him yesterday, Drake, after you put out this upcoming album, Iceman, you're going to eventually have to sit down and do an interview with an actual platform. A platform that's not going to glaze you, a platform that's going to hold your feet to the fire and ask you hard questions. Well, today on the Joe Budden Podcast, episode 855, make sure you guys go check it out on Spotify or Apple Music. Joe was not a fan of Drake disrespecting Rob, so much so that he told Drake, you are never invited to my podcast.
Now, I heard this podcast. I might have missed that part. I thought I heard it correctly. I didn't hear him say, he's not invited or he banned from there. I know he said he didn't want him there, no need for him to be there, but I didn't hear the word banned, you know what I mean? But let's go.
If you're going to continue to attack black media and diss black journalists, you are not welcome to the biggest podcast in hip-hop.
Yeah. But okay, so somebody pulled up an old Rob Markman clip of him interviewing Tory Lanez, where Tory Lanez was spitting a Lil Wayne verse, and I guess he stopped at the end of the final bar so Rob could say it with him, and Rob didn't. So Drake comments underneath, says, of course, this goof Markman can't finish the bar. Rob Markman responds underneath the comment, comment beef, responds underneath the comment and says, what did Rob Markman say? He said, well, I would call you names too, but you would sue. And then that was the end of the exchange. Yeah. So the next day I go to get my manicure.
That was a good one.
It's a good comeback.
That's a nice comeback right there. That was a body shot.
I saw a tweet earlier. Someone called him Tupac.
So then the next day I'm getting my manicure and Rob responds on his platform, YouTube. And he's like, my response to, or whatever the caption said. And I click it. And boy, was this just the fucking cleanest reply that you could do. And I was so mad at Mark.
I don't like that shit for sure, bro. I don't like that shit.
I mean, you can't be mad at dude for not, feeding into the bullshit and responding fucked up like you would have did. You would have put that shit behind a paywall off the rip, though, Joe Budden. That's just facts. That's what the first thing you would have did. You got paid off of it. Not saying that Rob Markman should have did that, but I think he handled it, the cool way he normally do. He didn't get out of character. He got some shots in the interview. I mean, in the response or whatever, but he handled himself accordingly. You know what I mean? That's how you got to do it. You can't Can't let nobody take you out of character. So salute to Rob Markman for that.
I was so mad at Rob Markman. Too classy.
I loved it.
Nah, I like it. It was shady, but classy.
Why does Drake have such beef with Rob Markman? That's the thing I don't get.
I don't know.
Because for Drake to be Drake and take the time to actually go into the comments of a random post to come after
some old ass content,
right? It seemed weird to me.
Not to me. He seems to have beef with the way that everybody covered the Kendrick battle who didn't suck his dick.
Got it. Oh my God. Okay, that makes sense.
He has a problem if you went to the show and if he spoke to you. I think he just thinks that people sided with Kendrick and didn't give him a fair shake.
I told y'all niggas. Y'all thought I was
I said this shit the other day in one of my videos. If you ain't, I ain't gonna say riding his dick, but yeah, if you ain't doing that, or if you was doing it and you stopped doing it, any little thing, man, that's just petty, bro. I mean, you gotta have accountability for your own mistakes and for your own shit, man. And you can't be mad when people call you out about it, bro. You just gotta deal with it and keep moving, you know what I mean? He the type, I can tell you what type he was. The kid at the house, you know, his mom tell him don't do something. He definitely slamming the door and building a bomb in the bedroom. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Facts. But let's go, man.
Shot, and that manifests in these stupid beefs like this one.
Yeah, he's been on that since the battles, really. Maybe before the battles. Some of the criticism has been taking place. I read an article in the New Yorker, actually, the other day talking about the decline of music review in general, music criticism in general, how, like, in the Rolling Stone or whatever, they used to just fucking bash people.
Yeah, if you drop some whack shit back in the day, they gonna tell you it's shit whack, bro. Everybody want to be, you know, friends and shit with these niggas that don't give no fuck about them, my nigga. Drake don't give a fuck about none of y'all, man. That's just the truth, bro. So I don't know why y'all be trying to dick ride these niggas to death like that, man. It don't make sense. And I'm speaking to the YouTube media or whatever media, rap media and shit, man. This dude don't care about y'all, man. And there's too many friends in this shit, my nigga. Do your job. If you're a critic, be a critic, bro, and you know, deal with it. You think the health department go in the restaurants and, you know, see the restaurant fucked up and the food bad and give it an A just because they know them? No, man, you got to have some kind of morals and ethics about your what the fuck you do, man. So I just keep it real over here, man. I ain't trying to take nobody's side. I'm just telling you what it is, man. Just straight down the middle if I can. If it's whack, it's whack. I'm going to say it's whack. If it's dope, I'm going to say it's dope. I don't care who it is. Let's go.
And now it doesn't really happen as much because, partially at least because of fan bases being so rabid and annoying that it's like it's not even worth.
That's a good point.
Scathing somebody over. And,
That's a great point.
To your point too, the person themselves can now just fire back.
Or now I'm never going to do anything with you guys.
Right.
Yeah. I'm punish you for it.
Maybe I just didn't like your album, bro.
The artists that want you to review their music, I feel like you can tell now. And most artists don't want you to review their music.
Unless it's positive.
I think a lot of artists just don't want you to review the music. When Killer Mike came up,
niggas is sensitive, bro. And most of the time when they don't want you to review it because they know that shit was whack in the first place. Niggas that think they got some dope shit and took some time and put some effort into their shit, they want you to review it. They want to hear your criticism. They want to hear your feedback on it. They want that kind of stuff. They invite that kind of shit. But most of the time when niggas shit be whack, bro, they mad as hell if you tell the truth about that shit. Bitch, keep it in the house then if you don't want nobody to hear it or critique it. Keep that shit on the hard drive, man. Facts.
Here, When Jid came up here, shit, when Offset came up here, you could just tell the people that, have you heard this album?
Yeah, yeah.
What did you think? I'm here to hear what you think. Versus the people that are playing a different game that don't really care about the reviews. They want to go to their controlled places, like their streamer that they fuck with, or Apple, or Spotify, or Zane, or just whoever they're going to.
Yeah.
Not somewhere that's so irregulated.
That's why I would love to see Drake, because I actually think Drake is a good interview. I think he's interesting and smart and funny and thoughtful, but he so rarely now goes to any platform.
Wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. Mark Lamont Hill. Whoa, bro. You just glazed the shit out of this nigga. It sound like you trying to get a Drake interview by how you talking about this nigga, man. That shit was crazy. God damn.
Funny and thoughtful, but he so rarely now goes to any platforms where he can demonstrate those things outside of the control.
He might love,
you know, like he's about to do this. I know he's about to do this.
Bobby,
another thing with Bobby, another podcast. I would love to see him go out. It doesn't have to be here, although I think it'd be amazing here. But like, I
not invited up here, buddy.
Fair enough.
Not invited. But see, I like the running theme of that. I like his problem with hip hop media, and I like hip hop media's problem with him. I don't want it to end.
Just see, I want some answers.
I think I've gotten all the answers that I was looking for.
They've kind of manifested themselves. Back to your point that all the beefs that he's had with what's my man's name on YouTube that he was firing at before with the glasses, Fantano, like he was firing at him however many years ago. Rob, now everyone,
anybody that say anything negative about this dude, he clapping back in the comments. He in the comments or he on somewhere talking spice about niggas. Bro, if it's that serious, my nigga, keep it to yourself, and when you see the person, you know, do what you need to do, but all this zest, this spicy shit, this schoolgirl shit, I don't like it, man. I don't think most people don't like it. That shit turn us off, man. Then you go and tell the police, basically, file a lawsuit about this same shit, but you doing the exact same shit. Shit weird, man. I don't like that kind of shit.
But there's no accountability for it. Like we may get our answers for why we think he did a thing, but I think there's something interesting about saying, Drake, why did you do that? Why would you pick this? Why do you have picks? Or why did you make this choice? Or why do you think you won the beef? Or why do you think you didn't win the beef? Or whatever the thing is, whatever feelings he's feeling, we get it through the music. We get it through.
Welcome to New York.
We're all just here trying to make it.
Let's be real, honey. Not everybody makes
representation, but we don't get it from him on platforms where people can ask questions back. And I just don't like that. And it's not just him. I mean, we see that with a lot of big stars. They just don't go on platforms anymore.
Yeah, but it's different with him because now every day or for the rest of time, it just looks like a music video for Not Like Us. That's why. Stay over there with Aiden Ross. Stay over there with Bobby. Stay basically wherever you feel comfortable at. Right? You're still not, that's still a controlled environment.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying.
But stay over there. Like, I kind of take offense that he even is calling Rob Markman a goof.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like I said, he basically went full MAGA fan, for real. He even said, fuck the black side. He probably don't even talk to his daddy no more, or that side of the family. If it ain't white, it ain't right in his eyes. And if you notice, that's the only place you've been seeing this fella, with white people, man. White. Because he think they don't care. You know, he still get the pass over there. But most of them don't fuck with him either, if you really want to know the truth. A lot of them don't really fuck with him. Except the Glazers, you know what I mean? He want to keep the Glazers. He want to keep that shit and they audience, you know what I mean? As soon as they say anything discouraging or out the way about this nigga, watch how quick he turn them niggas, man. He ain't to be trusted, bro. He is not, fam. Look at this
Rob
shirt.
Markman
You can't
is
trust a nigga with that shirt
comfortable in
on.
his skin.
Yes.
Never did nothing wrong
And
with nobody.
Yeah.
Just a good dude all around the board.
That gives a fuck about music, by the
He
way.
loves music, loves hip hop. He's the fucking
That part.
Now, this is not the first time that Joe has hinted at not wanting to interview Drake. After Drake and Bobby did their first interview 2 years ago, Joe stated that Drake likes to control interviews, he likes to make edits. Basically, he has full control of the interview and how the interview comes out. Now, I believe Nicki Minaj also interviews the same way. She wants full control of everything that's said. She wants to see the final copy of the interview. And Nicki is somebody that Joe has sat with and done interviews with twice now. Plus, we've also seen Joe go on record and tell the audience that he's phony. Joe has gone back on certain things he said he would never do in the past. So, if Drake calls Joe tomorrow or shit, even next year and says, yo, I want to get on the podcast, do you guys think Joe will actually turn down the offer? This morning,
Definitely not. He gonna take that interview. He gonna put it behind the paywall on Patreon, and it's up. And I ain't mad at him. He playing the game. You can't be mad at none of these people, man. You just gotta accept shit for what it is and move on from it, man. If y'all want to see the rest of the interview, go to Chigs Smooth page. I don't know why I get his name. His name close to my name, but Chigs Smooth. Go to Chigs Smooth page and watch the rest of it over there. I've got the link in the comments, man, or in the description. Yeah, man, that's it, man. I ain't got much to say, man. Tig Nitty Run the City, No Cap Rap News. Peace.
See you again soon. I see.